Thank you, David. Yes, two brilliant careers ended here at Rogers Place tonight, often played as though it was one. We're delighted to have Daniel and Henrik Sedin with us for limited time as the game went overtime in a shootout. I guess we have to start with the tragedy that has gripped the country, the Humboldt Broncos bus crash last night. You guys had a dinner downtown Edmonton last night, and I know that when news broke, the room went silent. How much have you thought about it since?
Oh, every second. It's just talking to the guys, Canadian, especially Canadian guys who grew up in this system where junior hockey, a lot of bus rides, it's part of their lives. And a lot of guys in that room yesterday, they knew either brothers or relatives to guys that were on the bus. It was tough.
Yeah. Well, Daniel, you said to me earlier today that you recalled bus rides of 10 and 11 hours in length when you guys played junior in Örnsköldsvik in northern Sweden. It's not close to anything, so the bus rides were long. You were the Humboldt Broncos some 20 years ago. How much did you reflect on that today?
Yeah, you think back, and those were the best times when you were on that bus, playing cards, talking, having fun, and you always felt safe. But when this happens, it breaks your heart. And like Henrik said, a lot of guys on our team knew someone, either brothers or relatives on the team.
Okay, we've got a lot of tweets, questions from fans. We'll get as many as we can in tonight. Well, in fact, why don't we start one? This is from start with one. This is from Stephen Ongaro. Are you guys thinking of coming out of retirement?
No, not as hockey players.
What were you thinking tonight as the seconds ticked off the clock, and then in overtime in the shootout, you had your families on the bench with you?
Yeah, that was fun. It was the team and management and everything they've been great. All coaches, they've been great all week, and it's just to see them on the bench for shoot and everything. I think we realized that we made the right decision.
You know, tonight was special, but Thursday night in Vancouver really was magical in your final home game. It was storybook, really, and it certainly suggested to a lot of people that you have hockey left in you yet. How comfortable are you with the decision to retire?
No, we're very happy. I think as the seasons went along here, I think we felt more and more at ease with our decision. And we wanted to come in this year and show that we can still play, and I think we've done that. But I think it's been getting tougher and tougher to go on these long road trips and even home games too. When we leave for games, I think our kids come back home from school and we get a chance to see them for a couple of minutes, and then we go to games. And it is a grueling schedule, so we're very happy to be able to spend more time with them.
Here's a tweet from Kat. She wants to know, what's the number one thing you will miss as a Canuck?
Well, Danny said we're not going to miss the road trips, but it's fun to be around the guys. And every day when you drive down to the rink, it's just sit around and chat and about different things. And practice and playing games has been the best part, to dress up and put the jersey on, and I think that's the main thing.
None of your brilliance together would have been possible were it not for the draft day gymnastics of Brian Burke.
So you get 4 2/3 in return for the first pick overall.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
You got my words, so Jay's heard it. We're not taking anyone but twins, and he promised me he's taking Stefan.
So Brian Burke, with his tie knotted, duly noted, pulled off a series of deals on draft day so that he could take both of you in 1999. How often have you reflected, recently, I guess in particular in the last week, of how fortunate you were to be taken together so that you could play on the same team?
Every day. I think we didn't expect to be picked for the same team, and it was pretty much 5 minutes before the draft started that we found out that we were going to get picked by Vancouver. And Thomas Gordin was a big part of that too. Brian Burke. It was amazing. Yeah, exactly. You look back now and realize what could have been if we got picked by different teams. So we've been fortunate, and we treated every day like and really enjoyed every day too, because we knew it could have been a lot different.
I think of the incredible transformation in the two of you from painfully shy kids in Örnsköldsvik. When we went there in '99 to do a feature on you, you wanted us not just out of Örnsköldsvik, but out of the entire country, I think. And now you've become eloquent statesmen for the Vancouver Canucks. What accounts for this incredible transformation?
Well, we're 20 years older. We're number one. That's no, I don't know. We're from up north, Sweden. I don't think you can find any guy from up there that's going to be outspoken and social, very talkative to media. So that's I think that's why. And then we come over, and it's we've gotten better year after year, and it's been easier and easier to talk to you guys as well.
You know, one of the things that's been remembered this week is Game 6 Stanley Cup Final in Boston. It was a devastating loss, and you guys stood there for at least 45 minutes afterwards in soaking wet T-shirts and wet socks and answered every question from wave after wave of reporters. And you've made yourself accountable every night. Where does that come from?
Well, I don't know. I think it's we've been paid the most on most of our teams, and that comes with it. It's you play games, you practice hard, you show up for every day to work, and I don't think work is done until you've talked to me as well. So that is part of it. And we also got a chance to watch Marcus and Trevor, and a lot of the older guys were like that when we came up. And like I said before, we watched and learned, and yeah, I think they're a big part of this too.
Good teachers. Here's a tweet from Lawrence Miller. I'm having a get-together, and I need to hire some Swedish twins. You guys available? You know what that's getting to.
Please don't show any pictures.
Oh, no, we have it. To lighten the mood here, perhaps the most creative and entertaining hockey commercial ever done.
I heard we're getting a couple of Swedish twins.
Swedish twins? I thought that was just a myth. Like Bigfoot.
This is gonna be awesome.
They're here. Here they are, Swedish twins.
What's up?
Okay, you don't have to react to that, and you didn't, but I just think it's beautiful because it points out a sense of humor that a lot of people don't see in you. You know, outwardly, you're very self-deprecating, you can make fun of yourself, and often your humor is directed at each other. We got to move here quickly. I want to focus on your bond with Vancouver off the ice. The $1.5 million donation to the BC Children's Hospital. Why was that so important to you?
Well, I think that place is so important for the Canucks, for all the players, and that's one thing we learned when we got drafted and we started playing in that city. That you show up and do a lot of things in the community, and that place is a special place to us and all the players. And when we signed that contract, I think we really had a chance to do something special, and yeah, it's a special place in our hearts.
Okay, quickly, you're going to have time to be full-time fathers now. Tell me about some of the things that you've missed you want to make up for now.
Well, Dan is going to go skiing on Tuesday. So.
Yeah, perfect.
That's number one. And then, yeah, so there's going to be a little bit of that and watching soccer games and hockey and all those things that you miss.
Are you going to make Vancouver your permanent residence?
Yeah, that's our plan. We're going to stay there, and then we'll see what happens. But that's we've been there almost 20 years, and it's a great place. There's nothing better.
Perfect. I wish we had more time, but the game got in our way. So congratulations on great careers. Daniel and Henrik Sedin have closed out their careers that left Vancouver fans wanting more, but grateful for the 17 years the city and the NHL had.